Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, including an ironic story about Juice WRLD that is quite comical now in hindsight based on how his career turned out. And as we dive into these topics, if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Better yet, if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to hit the like button and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. An update to my last video is that now publications are trying to spin the narrative that it is just Eminem fans that are giving him credit for the win at Michigan, when that narrative was actually started by media personalities and influencers on social media, as seen in my last video. Most of the viral posts were from accounts that had nothing to do with Eminem, but now it is reported as Eminem fans only just because they played along with it, but oh well. Moving on, we'll start with Boi-1da's latest comments about Eminem, and for those who don't know, he worked on classics like Forever, Not Afraid, and Lucky You with Eminem, so his opinion on these kind of things certainly hold much more weight than the random detractor online, and he recently stated what rappers like Crook have said recently. Eminem doesn't get enough credit as a producer, he has gems. As expected, this was bound to draw out some reactions, and those who get all their hip-hop info from social media dropped responses like this, like "What? LOL." And here's a reply to that. Most of the Eminem show renegade many man moment of clarity. Another one, he produces, and some even took some time to elaborate as they outed themselves. Y'all know good and well y'all hold M to a lower standard. If it was produced by Canon, it'd be trash cans, with the exception of Many Men. And after a user dropped some gems, On Fire by Lloyd Banks, Moment of Clarity by Jay, his own stuff like Superman and Cleaning Out My Closet, random ones like Hennessy by Tupac and Obi Trice, Boi-1da reacted, adding Warrior Part 2 and Till the End. In the interview Eminem did with Crook earlier this year, we got to find out that Eminem sees himself as a rapper first and foremost, and based on how he carries himself and refuses to blow his trumpet, that adds to why he's underappreciated as a producer, so some of it is on him. And it's good to see the story about Kanye West commending Eminem making the rounds. The user dropped this. Kanye wanted to steal Eminem's drums back in the day but got caught by his engineer. Said M had the best drums in the game. I did a video on this which you can find at the link that pops up that breaks it down. And moving on, before I reveal some recent facts about Eminem, let's head over to the ironic story about Juice WRLD. Co-founder of Internet Money Records Taz Taylor recently shared this on Twitter about Juice WRLD. I sent this folder to A&Rs in 2017, was told nope, he was a Lil Uzi Vert clone. For those who don't know what A&R means, it stands for Artists and Repertoire, and this is a division in a record label responsible for scouting talent. So based on how things turned out for Juice, that was an L for the A&R team, and this happens a lot in the industry. The user reacts, it's funny, in 2017 everyone had an obsession with calling every new emo rapper an Uzi Vert clone. And if you recall, recently Akon revealed that he also passed on the chance to sign Drake because he believed he sounded like an Eminem clone back in the mid-2000s. So this happens quite often, and many successful artists today went through this phase. Before we get to 50 Cent trolling POTUS based on how things are looking right now, here's some recent facts about Eminem. On YouTube, he has now surpassed 45 million subscribers, and is the fourth artist to achieve this milestone on the platform, and first for rappers. And despite releasing Music to be Murdered by in January, a latest report from Genius shows that Eminem was still top 5 for the month of October for views. These publications need to start putting more respect on Eminem's name, and many in response to this post noticed Eminem on the list. Eminem sneaking there with a 9-month-old album. But remember, no one listens to Eminem in 2020. Who would care what he has to say to look up his lyrics? At least that's what word on the social media streets suggests. 50 Cent, living up to his reputation, recently chimed in on the everlasting suspense in the United States, and he tweeted, "Man, they gonna do POTUS dirty, he's going to jail. You ever heard a president say stop counting the votes? Shake my head." But many are hell-bent on the fact that 50 endorsed POTUS initially, after the proposed tax plan by Joe, as many agreed with this user. Nah, you're not welcome back on this side. Some took things further by stating that 50 doesn't know what he's talking about, with popular responses like this: "Stay in your lane, brah. The entire voting system is about to be exposed." But some believe 50 has accepted his own fate and choose to call 50 by his new name based on how things are going right now. "What's good, 20 Cent?" alluding to 50's initial concerns about the tax plan when he stated that he doesn't want to become 20 Cent. And based on how it's going, a user adds this: "That's what it's gonna be once Biden boosts the taxes." I'll leave it at that. Comment below on the topics covered today. Have a great weekend and see you on the next one.